And they'll start this drive with very good field position. To throw is Newton. Benjamin with it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that leads to a Carolina first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On first down, Newton. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Greg Olsen, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the fourth.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6.
Oh, go.
This guy's a spark. He's up all the
What
way
a
to the
run back.
44-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Panthers defense, they make their way back out there now. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew, so they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out, gave a little momentum to their offense and say, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And that defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On second down, Williams trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
18 yards there, down to the 18 and a first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll look to throw.
Watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take.
For all you wrestling fans, it is Backlash. Nakamura coming in.
link down below. Yeah, my yeah, right. I mean, really, some people really started honestly thinking about, like, man, what if golf won or something like that? That'd be weird. Let's see. Remember that? Shinsuke's all read everything. Because this is why they kicked Eva Maria off the show, because otherwise there would be too much red going on. The most promoted match starts the show off. Yeah, it is weird. I had a feeling this might happen. I wish that I had more time during the last few weeks, because I would have maybe mentioned the fact that I thought that.
An absolute spectacle, captivating and mesmerizing. The only person who doesn't seem impressed, John, is Dolph Ziggler. Oh, Dolph Ziggler has a point to prove. And then when you're talking about mesmerizing, that is exactly Dolph's problem with Shinsuke Nakamura.
To the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor.
Give some curd.
How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. To throw. Complete. Now it's third down.
The tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Back to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So they had to take the shot there. Obviously, that was pretty much it, their last chance.
No other play for them, right? I mean, there's no other choice. It's not like you can have some strategy move, right? Punt it away and hope to... No, that's what they had to do. Right now, that offensive unit, they're pretty discouraged on the sidelines. They're going to feel like they let the team down in that situation, but they were in a tough spot to begin with.
And with no timeouts now, they just need a miracle.
Yeah, an absolute miracle. If the team now has the ball, just find a way to run out the clock, take care of the ball, and go home a winner.
Again, it's Williams. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it
look
through
at those
this thing
coins.
together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you.
on.
I advise you guys to go check out my pal, Joe Cronin.
Being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend.
He is the champ of the champs.
Alright, this experiment's not lasting long. Bye, guys.
Nakamura, now the knee drop. It's what the NXT universe has become accustomed to for the past year. Former two-time NXT champion is Nakamura. And good vibrations in the corner. Well, just ask Samoa Joe what Nakamura is all about. Look, Nakamura has been successful everywhere he's been. It's just a different ballgame now. You're on the main stage. You're out there with a two-time world champion. Nakamura not allowing Dolph Ziggler any recovery time. This may be a mistake by Dolph going outside or trying to get a breather. This is where Nakamura feels very comfortable. Now Shinsuke tossing Ziggler back inside the ring. Oh, and caught up here in the ropes, and Dolph Ziggler.
Earlier at the UFC retreat in Las Vegas, UFC lightweight Cajun Johnson spoke up at a Reebok discussion about his...
That's a veteran experience of Dolph Ziggler kicking in. Almost like he suckered
displeasure
Nakamura
with the
outside the
deal.
ring and took
It was
advantage of the
tense, some
inside.
agreed, some cheered, others felt uncomfortable.
Now watch this one more time, trying to get back inside the ropes and caught with a neck breaker here by Ziggler.
Lasted 3 to 4 minutes. He was escorted out afterwards.
Pulling the plug on all the hype, all the anticipation surrounding Shinsuke.
The UFC in the past. I couldn't sit there any longer. Listening without speaking my mind. Let the chips fall where they may. Cajun has been critical of the UFC in the past.
My deal is 12 and 12, 14 and 14, 16 and 16, 18 and 18, which really is still peanuts, but that's how the UFC works, dude. You either make barely enough money to live on, or you can kill it. The Reebok deal, yeah, they pay me $2,500, buddy. $2,500. Straight to the bank. Yeah, they really don't. People talk to me, they think I'm a millionaire. It's fucking years deep, so.
Incredible by Dolph Ziggler. Look at this. Look how quick this is, how high that is. And Ziggler knows how big this matchup is. He cannot let Shinsuke Nakamura linger here at Backlash. Dolph Ziggler done a very good job of maintaining a slow, methodical pace. And at the same time, Dolph has to be a little careful moving in. He's a little reticent, and justifiably so. And play a little mind games with him. Okay, I like it. Shot to the heart, into the cover here, pressing the shoulder to the mat and the kick out. See the pain etched on the face of Shinsuke Nakamura. Dolph's loving it. When you look at Nakamura and you see his face, that look to me is the most expressive face I've ever seen. You see me, boy? You see me? You see me? Bad mouth by Dolph. Oh, and a headbutt there to Nakamura. Dolph's enjoying every second of this. Of course he is. He should. Oh, right to the midsection, and here comes Nakamura. Got him in the left. Well, maybe took a little too much time. Jaw jacking. That'll wake Dolph up now. This is where Nakamura can be so dangerous. You give him a window of opportunity, he'll take advantage. Watch this. Lethal stroke. The first one won't get you, but the second one does, and now Nakamura's bought himself some valuable time. Yeah, like I said earlier about Dolph, he's a little reticent about moving in. That's what happens. You don't understand how dangerous this Shinsuke is from anywhere he is. Here comes Nakamura. Speaking of that danger, exchanging blows here with Ziggler. Nakamura takes him down. Here comes the King of Strong Style. Living up to his namesake. Bad position here for Dolph. Ziggler's in trouble. Oh, into the midsection again. Now Nakamura in his favor. Now it's Dolph who's in trouble. Oh! Nakamura was perhaps setting up for the reverse exploder. Here's the cover, and Dolph. Oh, Dolph got caught. Smart. Dolph didn't expect. Trying to catch him in the triangle is Nakamura, and Dolph Ziggler getting his feet here to the bottom rope. Mitchell sees it. Oh, realize what kind of trouble he was in.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. I'm your host, Larry Ridley, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. On deck, we've got a great matchup in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Carolina Panthers. The Seahawks come into this one with the home crowd behind them, and that's important in a challenge game like this because you need every last bit of help you can get. The opening kick is straight ahead, so it's time to turn it over to my colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis with the call. Gentlemen.
Here's Brady. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Jeremy Shockey, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You going to yell at me? You go cover him.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed, near the goal line, on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits, fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
On second down, they run with Stewart. Here's Stewart. And he'll get nothing out of that one. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. The tight end, Jeremy Shockey, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this is caught by Watkins. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Second down following the incompletion.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Luke Kuechly in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on fourth. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
2 plays in a row, the defense won, stacking up the running game. They've got to feel good about themselves, but something has to be in the back of their minds. I'll be being set up for something big. They've got to be careful.
Man open left side is Brown. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Here's the Panthers punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Here's the Panthers defense as they get set to go again. And they were able to halt them last time on 4th down. Was a great stand. They'll be looking for another stand here.
To be able to stand up against someone trying to go for it on 4th down, because obviously they went for it because they thought that they could get it, that they thought they had the right play call. Didn't happen. They're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves going forward and flexing the rest of this game.
And the offense will be trying to prevent that flex on this drive.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. He's going to let this one go deep. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. The linebacker, William Compton, in on the tackle. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Rob Ninkovich from his outside linebacker spot. He gets him down here for a loss of 4.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a third down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end can be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Here's Newton now on second down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And Gano's kick is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
To keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Back to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many.
What is up? Welcome.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go with Williams. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
A big conversion on 4th down, but no timeouts left, so you got to go quick here.
He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl. Kuechly that picks it, and the return goes up to his own 17. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Start the drive with a run by Stewart. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, free safety was there, no gain.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play.
Interception!
Jalen
Collins coming up with big interception.
Man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or two, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
They'll run it with Williams. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up. Not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trade in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Brady again. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Touchdown, Brady.
Tom Brady, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Brady's going to look to throw. That's caught at the 1. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. But they're hoping.
Cam fighting.
Football. Get the ball, pussy.
Picked it up. And they bring this one back.
Boom.
It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as
Click that subscribe button if you're in here. Welcome to the stream.
A couple yards deep. And he'll take it back.
Grinding hard for that 99 overall Brady.
Carolina getting set to take the field. Now a first down throw for Newton. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Stewart is the lone setback. On 1st and 10, Newton. He hits Stewart in the flat. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss.
Come on, interception.
Great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be
no way.
There goes Jonathan Stewart. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Stewart, 50 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
A drive there of just 4 plays, and it's capped off by a Jonathan Stewart run. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard, because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. You've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Finding time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Back to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. So here's 3rd and 20, and with a long yardage, defense going with a nickel look. They'll look to throw. He's got time. And he can't get away. He's taken down. Paul Soliai with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Boykin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Now Stewart on 1st down. And
yes!
Lost the football.
Yes!
And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it?
Fucking never give up, hope, bud. Never.
Run blitz there, and Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. This is caught. Watkins. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Brady's going to sneak it. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And Brady will sneak it. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, they held him out on second down, and now here's third and goal. He's back to throw, and he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. So with next to nothing left on the clock, they get Charles what should be the game-winning touchdown catch.
That felt so much like practice and preparation coming together. So many times your last practice of the week, you score the game-winning touchdown. Everyone leaves the field feeling good about themselves. They got it done for real in this situation.
That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just get a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. One-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. One last throw here for Newton. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very
Sami Zayn is in for a fight here at Backlash. Says he didn't come here to make friends. Eric came here to make an impact. Sami Zayn, one of the newest acquisitions of SmackDown Live, as part of the Superstar shakeup a few weeks ago. The great impact Baron made is debut WrestleMania, won under the John Memorial Battle Royal. The opinion of many of Baron Corbin's had an incredible first year here at WWE, and the sky's the limit, John. You can constantly say, man, WWE champion.
To that point, maybe there is some frustration with Corbin that he hasn't achieved more success than he already has. Maybe Sami Zayn kind of struck a chord.
Look, let me tell you, if you ask Steve Jobs after he found Apple, is he happy with doing what he's done? No. You ask a guy like Elon Musk, is he happy? No. Guys that want to achieve and guys that do great things are never happy with where they are in life. They always want better. Oh, now Corbin, big 275-pounder here, enjoying a significant power advantage. Oh, against Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn, he's always got a lot more heart than anything else. Always wants to go into the big fight. Now starting to pick things up here and takes down Baron Corbin, sliding outside the ring, and Corbin's got to regroup.
Prime real estate for Sami Zayn, who's on the move.
Hold on a sec. Here comes Sami Zayn, and Corbin saw it coming, and Sami Zayn collected himself.
Talking about wrestling with your heart, you know. Hall of Famer, Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels once said that. I wrestle with my heart, not my brain.
And look, Corbin, you can tell, is not impressed by Sami Zayn's antics. You do a couple flips, you do a couple flops, doesn't make you a superstar. You beat people up. That's how you become champion.
Very straightforward, no frills style that Baron Corbin brings to the equation.
Now Sami Zayn trying to hold off the attack here from Baron Corbin. Out onto the apron. Slides himself back in here. Oh, and a little drop kick there. Sending Corbin again outside the ring.
Once again in position, Sami Zayn plans to strike, but seems favoring that lower back.
Yeah, I think the longer this match goes, the less it favors Sami Zayn. Oh, and Corbin with a straight right. And something happened there with Sami Zayn in the midst of the last sequence. And that did not end well for Sami. Hold on. Off the barricade, connecting.
Sami Zayn was able to create some separation from that maneuver, but you still see him favoring that lower back, which could severely affect his offense in this match.
Could severely. Look, Sami's whole offense is high flying and quick movement. That hampers everything that Sami does well. Sami moving a little gingerly, trying to stretch it out while he's got an opportunity. Now Baron Corbin. Fine real estate here for Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn just one step slower now.
It's a crossroads for Sami Zayn and Baron Corbin. Sami talked about coming to SmackDown for a long time. Wow. Wanted opportunities, now he's got one. Yeah. It's not like Baron Corbin needs a target, it needs a bullseye. But Baron has found one. Now going after the lower back. About to get very uncomfortable for Sami Zayn.
Possible to exploit that injury.
This is what Corbin is all about. Just dishing out punishment. You know, taking advantage of opportunities. Baron is a real a thinking man's fighter. You come in, you spot an opportunity, that becomes your target, that becomes your game plan. That's why you always have to be fluid out there.
Here's Sami Zayn, you gotta be thinking, how do I perhaps adjust my offense on the fly here? Oh,
Now Sami Zayn trying to fight up here. Superstar 6'8", Baron Corbin. Oh, and catching Sami Zayn in a bear hug.
squeezing all that pressure targeted on the lower back of Sami Zayn.
That's a great game plan by Corbin. Look, he also has that bear hug sunk in deep. Got his head underneath that left arm of Sami. Makes it harder for Sami to get out of the hold. Now Zayn trying to create a little bit of breathing room between he and Baron Corbin with the elbows.
Zayn managed to break the hold.
Now here comes Zayn, still clutching at the back here, and caught one more time. Corbin yelling out, no chance.
Corbin knows Sami Zayn is in trouble here, and the more he holds on to this bear hug, the more dire the situation's going to become.
You're right, Byron, and the longer the match goes, the more dire it becomes.
Thank you, Larry. Brandon Gaudin, along with Charles Davis here in the booth. We are set for a spectacular draft champions matchup and some spectacular talent on your screen right now. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get down to the field for kickoff. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in draft champions. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the fourth-year man from Texas A&M, Kristen Michael. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were. When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
They go to Michael again. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Well, after what we just saw, we know that with 3rd down coming up, this is not a gimme for the offense. They've got to figure out what they want to do. Do they challenge their offensive line and try and run it? Or do they go ahead and concede that this is a tough defense and put it in the air?
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence and runners and
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Trent Murphy in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And Frank's kick is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. On 2nd down, Elway. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
Now it's Elway to the right side to Aiken. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Kamar Aiken, 29 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Mike Daniels in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Surveying the field, looking deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Rodgers now to throw. He finds his man, Baldwin. 23 yards on the play.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. Rodgers to throw once more. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. He's got time in the pocket. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And again, it's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Room here to run. Darius Slay with a pick. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Williams.
Start sucking some dick, bud.
You hate me because of the way that I look. You hate me because of the way that I talk. I'm going to take all of that hatred and turn it into goodness. Turning it into something positive. Something spiritual.
Fucking guy, bud. You hear this guy? Like, everybody should go report this guy, bud. Telling people to go kill himself. Like, what a fucking fool.
But tonight, I will turn you, a universe of doubters, a universe of discriminators, into believers. The entire world will witness what 1.3 billion people of the great country of India already know. That I am the
right, Larry. Hope everyone is settled in for a great Draft Champions contest. Here, lucky to witness it. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. These guys that you see on your screen, they won't be witnessing. They will be participating in what should be an excellent game. Let's get down to the field. It's time for kick. Two teams here amped and ready for football, and off we go in week 2 of Draft Champions. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Backing up. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jerry Rice, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Here's Paul trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Throwing is Rodgers. His throw caught.
What the fuck was that?
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Doug Baldwin, 27 yards. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead.
Live on broadcast that play. Gonna add that to the top dumbest plays I've got.
It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
What is this guy doing? Want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And surprisingly, they take a knee. I had no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Let me get the safety, but might as well just let me get the tackle safety.
With an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look.
And just quit the game for me.
And on fourth down, they come up and take the knee. So with their backs practically backed up against the goal line, just why? Why did they do that?
I'm taking it from the other.
Oh, I might be going to some zombies here, folks. This will end the broadcast for the NFL.